Ignorance can cost your business a lot. This is the story of an entrepreneur who was cheated in a business deal, but fought back and became a Silicon Valley legend. Hey everyone, and welcome to Booked, where we inspire others with inspiring stories. In today's video, we're going to go over the success story of AngelList and talk about its founder, Naval Ravikant. So make sure to watch this video till the end, because we're also going to share with you the books that Naval Ravikant, the founder, read along his amazing journey. Books that changed his life and that may change yours. But before getting to the middle of today's video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Not everyone in Silicon Valley dares to back over 200 startup companies. It takes a lot of courage to fund a startup company, but Naval Ravikant has invested in over 200 great companies. Now, let us put that into perspective. Reid Hoffman, the billionaire founder of LinkedIn and venture capitalist, has around 64 investments. Peter Thiel, the don of the PayPal mafia, has about 68 investments in his portfolio. The list continues. Naval Ravikant goes all out for startup companies. Born in India and moved to the United States at a very early age, Naval Ravikant has worked his way to becoming a Silicon Valley legend. He is a self-made multimillionaire who made money from entrepreneurship, investment, influencing, cryptocurrency, to mention a few. He is currently the founder and CEO of AngelList. AngelList is a platform where founders access investors, employees, and other resources they need for their work. But before we explore his work at AngelList, let us find out what shaped his life. Raised and born in Mumbai, India in 1974, his mother migrated to the United States with him and his brother in 1983 when he was 9. He went to schools in the US and graduated with degrees in computer science and economics from Dartmouth College. While his education may have influenced his interests in tech startups and investments in general, Naval always attributes his success to his reading habits. Naval recounts how he reads his grandfather's digest, old storybooks, comic books, and other books he found on the shelf. Even in high school, he would spend hours at the school library and only leaves when the librarian closes for the day. His reading habits started from this library, and today he has lost count of how many books he's read. In an interview, he said he reads 10 to 20 books in a period of time. When he was at college, he thought he would be a lawyer. He even interned in a legal firm where he was only running errands for staff that needed a photocopy, binding, coffee, and any of those casual jobs. Naval got sick of the whole thing and became tired. He would show up to work late and wore the wrong kinds of dress. He was fired down the line, but getting laid off was a relief for him. He wanted more than just running an errand. After getting laid off, he didn't bother taking any other student jobs. He instead took a loan of $3,000, got himself a computer, and started learning computer science programs and algorithms. His hard work eventually paid off. He landed his first tech job where he provided computer support for the work-study program in his college. This job was a defining moment for Naval. He liked tech more than his initial interest in law. After he graduated from Dartmouth, he worked briefly with the Boston Consulting Group before heading straight to where he would later become a legend, Silicon Valley. Climbing the Valley of Silicons. To most startup companies or wannabe entrepreneurs, Silicon Valley is the dream place. It is the same case for Naval Ravikant. On arriving in Silicon Valley, he took several jobs before deciding to build something. He started with ePinion. In 1999, at age 25, Naval co-founded ePinion with Nirav Tolia. ePinion is an online platform for logging consumer reviews. 11 weeks down the line, they had employed 3 staff and raised $8 million in funding from investors. Naval always referred to their early days at ePinions as the fastest he had seen a startup grow. In 2003, the company merged with Deal.com and would later go public in 2005 as Shopping.com. In 2005, Shopping.com was acquired by eBay for $620 million. All these are success stories, except that Naval Ravikant got nothing out of the deal. He sued his co-founder and former investors for cheating in the merger deal. After a long back-forth at the court, they all settled out of court for an undisclosed amount of money. That experience was a learning curve for Naval. He is now committed to helping entrepreneurs avoid the same mistake through his venture capital services. This experience may have been a bittersweet experience for Naval Ravikant, but it launched him into the successful man we know today. Getting to the top of the valley. A lot of things were instrumental in the life of Naval. Besides reading lots of books, his mom was a single mom who struggled to make ends meet. Naval learned the art of working hard from his mom and that helped him in his career. After getting burnt on his first startup, he decided to launch his investment firm called HitForge. The company is investing in social media companies. It has invested in companies like WeGame, Cabify, Jambool, and others. As the company evolved, it diversified its investments to companies like Uber, Twitter, Foursquare, Clubhouse, Stack Overflow, and a lot of others. To date, he has invested in over 200 companies and has over 10 unicorns in his portfolio. Naval is passionate about supporting businesses, maybe because of his first experience. Aside from launching a venture firm to back startup companies, he co-founded AngelList in 2009 with Babak Nevi to connect founders and entrepreneurs to investors and resources. AngelList started as a blog called Venture Hacks Blog. In 2011, AngelList created its official website, and in 2012, it started offering services to the public. AngelList started with 50 angel investors willing to invest a collective amount of $80 million. Today it has over 75,000 startups, 50,000 investors, and an investment of $200 million yearly. In December 2016, it acquired Product Hunt for $20 million. Naval Ravikant has also started several companies like VAT.com, Metastable, Genoa Corp, and CoinList. He also has tons of podcasts on wealth and wellness. He is everywhere. When asked to describe his work, he usually struggles to put them together in a sentence. We understand why it has to be so. He does a lot of things. While we don't want to bug you with a ton of information on his different businesses, we want to focus on his top achievements. And this video wouldn't be complete if we don't talk about his engagements with blockchain. Joining the blockchain marathon. The blockchain has been trending across the world. A lot of individuals are turning to it for livelihood. While most people are skeptical about the potentials of blockchain technology, some other persons are also taking advantage. One of such people taking advantage of this technology is Naval Ravikant. In 2014, he co-founded Metastable Capital, a cryptocurrency fund that owns top coins like Bitcoins, Ethereum, and others. He has since then continued to advocate for cryptocurrencies and adopting the technology to his business. As an avid reader, it is not surprising that Naval discovered cryptocurrencies while reading an article on Byzantine. The article was explaining how Bitcoin is disrupting the financial industry. The world has not found a way to disrupt money. Other sectors have disrupted significantly. Think about Uber disrupting the traditional taxis. Think about Airbnb disrupting the accommodation and hotels and so on. Cryptocurrency would be the first technology to disrupt legal tender. While most people are yet to discover what it is or how to be a part of it, Naval is taking the bull by the horns. Today he owns millions of assets in cryptocurrency. Books recommendations. Think about some of the avid readers you know. Top of the list are the richest men in the world like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, and so forth. Naval is following this trend and has changed his life through reading. As a child, books were his buddy, and he read between 10 to 20 books at a period of time. We have shared a few books that changed his life, and we hope they inspire you. The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, written by Eric Jorgensen. Unlike popular opinion that people are born great or inherit wealth and greatness, this book suggests building wealth can be learned. Anyone can be wealthy once they are willing to learn and apply the learning to their own lives. The big question is, what skills can we learn? What are the principles that could ensure a prosperous life? This book explores the knowledge of Naval over the years and shares some of the things that worked for Naval and how you can apply them to your own life. Grab a copy to learn how to be successful. Live Your Truth by Naval Ravikant. Nothing happens by accident. We don't just wake up and become successful. It takes a conscious effort to discover ourselves and pursue our goals. This book would help you look inward, find out your true callings and live them. It combines all of the etiquette in finding fulfillment, love, healing, entrepreneurship, and overcoming adversaries. Begin your journey of self-exploration today by grabbing a copy of this masterpiece. Pitching Hacks, written by Naval Ravikant and the Venture Hack Team. This book covers how to pitch and raise money from venture capitalists and angel investors. Naval uses his own experience raising $8 million within 2 weeks at eOpinions to teach startups how to build and pitch to any investor. This book is a practical guide to explore how Naval helped companies raise over $100 million and injected $20 million in companies. This book has all the do's and don'ts packed for your reading pleasure. Wealth of Nations, written by Adam Smith. This book is a sure guide to national prosperity. The book will teach you all the things that make up an economy. You'd learn about trade, wages, taxes, banking, agriculture, history, and so on. It is unbelievable how much value this book holds. Most concepts seen in first world countries are in this book. It features concepts like the rule of law, property rights, freedom of religion, and so forth. If you want to learn how to build sustainable systems, this book is a great read. Principles, written by Ray Dalio. Principles are what shape our lives. It instills the discipline to achieve more and be more. In this book, Dalio uses his own life experiences to inspire readers. Whatever it is you want to learn, Dalio teaches how it could be programmed into rules and learned over time. The book shares hundreds of practical lessons built around radical truth. He also shares ways individuals and organizations can make decisions and the tools to achieve excellence in the workplace and individually. Grab this masterpiece to learn how to discipline yourself and follow principles that made people successful. You have seen how books change the life of Naval Ravikant. Go read some good books and change your life.